Hi everyone, it's CDLE. Welcome to Live Wire, our podcast where we are building community across our agency. There's so much great work happening in CDLE's divisions, offices, and affinity groups, and this is where we'll be showcasing the impact each of you have on Coloradans we serve. This podcast series is brought to you by the creative team in the Office of Government Policy and Public Relations with our host, Deputy Executive Director and Chief Communications Officer, Ms. Cher Haavind.
Hey everyone, welcome back to CDLE Live Wire. We have a great episode in store today. Special guest Governor Polis is with us. Thanks, Governor, for joining us today.
Great to be here, Cher.
Just a few questions, and then we'll get into our very popular rapid fire segment. So, Governor, we know you just returned from Washington, D.C., National Governors Association. You're the chair. We know you have a special initiative, Let's Get Ready. Can you just talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure, we're really focused as through the governors, Republican and Democratic across the country, as major funders of education through our state budgets, how we can demand better outcomes for kids. How can we better align the work we're doing in our schools to prepare students for success in their careers, in college, wherever they go. And we've really working towards that end of what metrics can we use to really figure out what's working and expand and replicate what works, and of course change what doesn't work to provide real opportunities for kids.
That's great. In your State of the State address, you mentioned continued commitment to affordable housing in Colorado as a focus. Reflecting where you want to go in the next 2 years, some initiatives that are top of mind?
Well, first of all, we're finally moving in the right direction. For the first, I think last quarter was the last quarter in recent history. Rents went actually down a couple percent in Denver. They're still too high. Basically, we need more housing across the board. Near job centers, we don't want it further out, more traffic on the roads. We want it close to job centers and transit. So we're building. We're building both by making it easier to build, removing barriers and preventing homes from being built and requirements that cost money to follow. And we're also investing. The voters approved Proposition 123, and that's going as a catalyst to build tens of thousands of units that people can live in.
That's amazing. Now reflecting back on your time in office so far, what are you most proud of?
Well, there's a lot of great work we've done. One of the things I ran on and I was proud to accomplish is free preschool and kindergarten for every student in our state. When I came in, we only had half-day kindergarten. Parents had to pay for preschool. Now there's universal free preschool. It saves families about $6,000 a year, and parents no longer have to pay $400 or $500 a month to go from half-day to full-day kindergarten. So that's a big deal to save families money. Just as importantly, it prepares those kids for success.
You know, at CDLE, we are here to support your initiatives around workforce development, ensuring all Coloradans have access to pursue their employment goals, training, upskilling, next skilling, reskilling, and we're really excited to help support all of your initiatives in the next couple of years.
Great, thank you.
So we're going to transition to our rapid fire segment. Top of mind, we just have 10 questions. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Last book you read?
Expecting Better by Emily Oster, who just joined us for a great conversation with Kara Swisher at the National Governors Association recently.
Okay. If you had a pet parrot, what would you like to teach it to say?
Good morning.
Do you have a secret talent?
If I told you, it wouldn't be secret anymore, would it?
Favorite Taylor Swift song?
I'm a big Swiftie. I'll go with Bejeweled because it's about not letting anyone take away your sparkle.
Amazing. Fireworks or drone show?
You know, I've been impressed by the drone shows that I've seen. I've seen one or two, and also there's lower risk of fires, and they're actually pretty awesome to see.
Longest car ride?
When I was first elected to Congress, I drove from Colorado to Washington, D.C., and then when I finished my service there of 10 years, drove back. So that's the furthest that I've driven.
Let's see, ice cream or cake?
Ice cream, for sure.
Trains, planes, or automobiles?
Well, a lot of focus and thought on trains because that's what we're building out in Colorado. Passenger rail, Pueblo to Fort Collins, mountain rail. It's a big focus for us. We sort of take the cars and the planes for granted.
If you could have dinner with someone living or dead, who would it be?
I'll go with one-time Denver resident Madeleine Albright, former Secretary of State, amazing person.
Last question, if you could pick anything to be obsolete in 20 years, what would that be?
Lately, I've talked about getting rid of the penny because it costs taxpayers a couple $100 million a year. It has environmental costs with all the zinc and copper mining. And frankly, they're usually an annoyance to people. So get rid of the penny.
Excellent. Final thoughts for our listeners?
No, just excited to join you. And we are excited to create a Colorado for all every day to ensure a prosperous and free state.
Before we close out, we know that you're a big Casa Bonita fan, so we have a special gift from our production team. Little Casa Bonita swag for you. I was there when I was a child. We've not been since. We're hoping to get on the wait list.
You gotta check it out. Yeah, it's ready. It's
to.
open now. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. Bring family and friends, and we're proud of our Colorado businesses.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Governor.
Cher Haavind. 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 Haavind.
No.
Haavind.
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 Yes.